Well, if you notice, we're in a different setting because this is our award show for basketball, guys. Are you excited? Let's get this started.
I'm ready to give a speech until you guys just play me off. Like, I'm gonna keep talking and then you'll just play the music.
That's how we'll end it. We'll play the Oscar award music, and we don't have actual trophies. We apologize, but
we can make some up if you guys really want some.
Like if we're just gonna, a little
a pat on the back.
I've got gold stars. I'm ready to give out.
Gold stars and maybe a nice, graphics on a picture Instagram deal.
Yeah.
That's the best we can do.
Instagram.
Instagram. Anyway, so we're gonna go through our first team all league, which would be awesome. Our MVP, Coach of the Year, and we've even got a way too early next year top 10 that Aaron's gonna provide for us. So Aaron, good luck with that because I know people are gonna write that down, record it, and.
Apparently, I'm Miss Cleo, and I know who's transferring and which freshmen are going where.
Exactly. So because of that ability, that's why we had you do that. And then Christian's got what we're gonna call the Pedersen Awards, which are unique.
The Peds.
The Peds.
All right.
Petties.
Yeah. We're gonna do some Manny. We're gonna get some Manny Petties.
Some Manny Petties. So first, we're gonna start with our first team, all San Diego. Aaron, who is on your list?
So in keeping with the UT's tradition, the CIF's tradition of having 10 players, I named mine 10: T.J. Leaf, Brandon McCoy, Aziz Sek, Johnny McWilliams, Tommy Rutherford, Eric Monroe, Justin Moore, Tim Harrison, Dakota Brown, and Robbie Robinson from Kearney. Everybody had a really great year. These guys, I felt, just put their teams over the top, and I stand by my selections.
And mine as well, in no particular order. Eric Monroe. I've got Justin Davis, Johnny McWilliams, Brandon McCoy, TJ Leaf. I've got Justin Moore, the two Justins, Richard Polanco, Austin Beach sneaking in there, Tommy Rutherford sneaking in there, and another one, Keegan Cummins sneaking in there. So those are my.
I don't know how Tommy Rutherford can sneak anywhere.
Yeah,
you can't. The kid's big.
He or Keegan.
Yeah, they're both very large human beings. So moving on. So because there's our first team, but there's one player who's got to be the MVP, right? So who is your San Diego MVP?
He kind of took all the excitement out of the season from the first game. So TJ Leaf, confetti, you win most valuable player. You're the player of the year in San Diego for obvious reasons. Your team steamrolled through the competition, did not lose a game against the San Diego team. Won the CIF.
I was wrong about that.
Won the CIF Open Division, made a nice run in the state playoffs. You're going to UCLA. Your dad, was very proud of what you've done. Your brother is too. We are.
The whole city is.
Yeah.
I've actually never heard of him.
Wow.
Is he new? TJ Leaf?
6'10", white guy, really athletic.
Never heard of him. So my MVP is also TJ Leaf. Congratulations to TJ. I think you swept every single award in the city. Christian, are you going to surprise us with anything, or are you going to go ahead?
No, I'm okay with TJ Leaf. As long as this isn't the ceiling. TJ, you got to keep getting better in college.
Yes.
Because UCLA is a dumpster fire right now.
You know what? I'm going to let you do something that I would never allow, but I'm going to go ahead, since he's MVP and you are an alum, I'm going to let you give him an A clap if you'd like to.
Nothing.
No, you're good? Okay, all right. That's just
Good call.
Okay,
You're sitting
I'm
up
trying to incite a riot.
Okay, so those are the players, the guys in charge of the players, the coaches. So Aaron, who's your coach of the year?
My coach of the year is going to be Davion Famber from Mission Vista. They won their first CIF title in boys basketball history there. He doubled their highest win total in their school's history. They won 7 games last year, and that was their highest. They won 16 this year. They actually lost to a team that's still alive. Just lost in the state finals. They lost by 1 to Saddleback Valley Christian in the first round of the playoffs. Davion took a team of that really hadn't achieved much during their school's history. So for that, I'm giving him my coach of the year.
I'm going to go with Ryan Meyer from Hoyok Today, a whole bunch of young kids, kind of almost like a brand new team, and they did amazing winning that Division II title in San Diego. Congratulations to the Tories.
Any championship team that you only have one senior on, you got to look at it and go, wow, something special is happening there. Yeah. And it's impossible to pick between the two because we're both talking about championship teams. And each one of them won it with a different formula. But it's amazing to see what these guys were able to get done with schools that historically are not powerhouse programs, but he won them both of those coaches won titles in a way that we're not looking at that as, that was a blip on the radar and they're going back to Nowheresville next year. Like both of these coaches are going to be around at the Slim Gym for years to come.
Do you have
One
a
hopes
third?
for Mission Vista.
Yeah. Do you have a third, or are you gonna?
No, I don't want to pick, partially because I am done ever being involved in any selection for or against Country Day. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stay out of this fight.
So, Aaron, you were the only one ambitious enough to do this. Our way too soon top 10 for 2017.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to put these in any order, just because, once again, way too many moving parts this early in the year.
And I'm gonna etch it in stone and bring it back next year, at the end of next year, because I'm just that nice of a guy.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with the top 4 teams. I think your top 4 will be somewhere between St. Augustine, Cathedral Catholic, Modern Day Catholic, and La Jolla Country Day.
Okay.
All of those teams return elite talent, great coaching, and a lot of young players that are only going to get better. That next tier of teams that I would say, I'd include Torrey Pines, Foothills Christian, Vista in this group. Vista returns all of their starters from a team that made, the CIF Division I semis. I'm going to go Lincoln. Lincoln returns a team full of starters, and with a couple of teams being down in the Western League and some movement of teams, they actually can make a really good run. Let me see. I'm stumped. I had this list, and I can't remember my last 3. But
It's way too early
It's
anyway.
way too early. It's too soon.
I like seeing Modern Day Catholic though jumping up into that top tier.
They've got
Because-
too much talent not to. I mean, the key to that is going to be a kid who transferred in from Balboa Prep and only played half the year, but he was a really good player for them. His name's Josh Tawau. He is from New Zealand originally, and the New Zealand people think that he's got a great chance to be a really high-level prospect. So you add him to the mix of the guys that they already had, Miles Norris, who's already considered one of the top prospects in 2018, Trey Anderson, who's coming into their own. The one thing I want to see from them, tougher scheduling this year. They've got to go out and really challenge themselves.
Good to see some Kiwis getting involved in this.
Wow. You don't really, since Kirk Penny at Wisconsin, you don't hear about too many of those guys.
Okay, so those are the typical awards, I guess you would say, right, guys? Those are the ones.
Those are
you see.
the meat and potatoes awards,
Right.
the actual
the boring
awards.
that everyone gets. But
Christian's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's about to get wild in here. That's all
We're gonna give out a couple of awards because San Diego County has a lot of teams, and it's not just about who wins. It's about who entertains, who
Yeah,
puts
right.
on a good show,
and
who.
Christian's probably got more footage of San Diego basketball than anyone.
I mean, we've got a fair amount to get to, so let's go ahead and
Run
just-
through 'em.
We're gonna
Here
run
we
through
go, the
them.
Petties.
We're gonna
The
start
first
off
annual Petty Awards.
My first Manny Petty goes to Ryan Michaels from Canyon Crest. He wins best bucket of the season. Ryan,
Okay.
let's roll the tape. You're gonna see that.
Bounce.
Spikes it. He bounces one in. Best part about that though is the look on Tim Harrison's face. Just pure shock. So congratulations, Ryan. You can hang that on your mantle, and we'll send you a gold star there. Moving on, the Walk 'em Off award goes to Justin Fleischer from Helix.
Was this the modern day game?
Yes, it was.
Oh, yes. I remember this really well.
Draining threes at the buzzer. Solid W early in the season there. There was a lot of games that it came down to like Poway hit one in Westview with like 3 seconds left, but this one was a genuine walk 'em off, lets it go as the buzzer, and then just get in the car, drive home because you won the game.
I got real quick. Tristan Hickson from Mission Hills had one too against Del Norte where he hit it from half court at the buzzer to win.
True.
That was
True.
really good one, too.
My Angry at the Boards award goes to James Audie.
Automatic.
Automatic, some dunks,
Sorry, Otto
some
Taylor.
boards, some everything, all just kind of making me think that when this kid gets out of bed in the morning, like he's angry at the rim and the backboard, and that's something you don't see most players. Speaking of crashing things, we're gonna go from crashing boards to crashing interviews. We go to West Hills, Kyle Ruiz. In the middle
Man, Kyle.
of talking things out post game after a win, and then the dab. The dab comes in, gets hit, sneaky to get out of there. So it's half Kyle's award, half West Hills as a family enjoying that award. So congratulations, My baby-faced assassin award goes to Ryan Langborg. Doing this and then putting it in a championship game as a freshman.
a great shot.
Oops. Plus the kid drains buckets like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
Speaking
Great
of
year.
Speaking of buckets, we go to the Hot Soup Award to the man who hit the most big threes all season long. That goes to Jackson Strong from Torrey Pines.
Okay.
Kid shot lights out in big moments,
Big time moment.
big time moments. Sticking with Torrey Pines, TP Chaos, congratulations. You are the rowdiest, most inventive crowd of this season.
Creativity.
This might be the most controversial one. I think this might be the one we hear about the most.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of this is the one that maybe I need to just do like a top 10 instead of an actual award winner. Saints, Cathedral, they're both in there.
Ramona.
What about
Ramona.
what about the Bobcat walk?
That's what I was gonna say. Is that the honorable mention is Sage Creek,
Most creative chair.
because yes, their row was on point, and it wasn't actually cheering, but it was inventive. Yeah.
Fondi Riva.
It was very nice. And the last one, since we are at the Indian, we will talk about the Storybook Indian Award. That goes to O'Farrell. Winning your first title in school history in triple overtime after having Preuss drain a three
From the
to send it
corner.
to triple overtime.
And he-
There was a lot of
It didn't shot the whole game.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
Big time player.
Yeah.
And then to get it done in that way for not just your first basketball title, but your first title in school history,
Yeah.
that's a pretty storybook ending. That's how we wrap it up. Thank you for letting me talk. It has been fun with talking basketball with you guys all
Oh, man.
season long. Let's get it. Let's get a good hug. Let's get a good hug. Good hug. And this hug goes out to everyone that watched us this season. Thank you very much for being a part of our first run through. And we're not done.
No.
We're coming back next year.
Yeah, we're gonna be back.
strong.
But we're gonna keep the conversation going all off season long. We'll be open on Twitter for anything you ever want to talk about, anything like that. We are.
And you guys know I'll be at a lot of the AAU.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
The music's playing. I'm done.
And yeah, you'll probably see Aaron. You'll be around.
Yeah, I'll be at all the
Never do.
AAU tournaments, seeing who the guys are getting scholarships. It'll really kind of give us an indication of where teams will stand coming into the fall. So that picture that I painted that was really blurry like a Monet will come nice and clear like an Andy Warhol.
I don't know anything about art, but
That's on point.
Yes.
And we're gonna go curate some museums in the off season.
yeah. And with that, I think we should get out of here because that was not only just award show. That was good little art history education right there. For
Yes.
everyone,
And
so.
it's March Madness.
Yeah.
We got to get out.
Yeah, we gotta watch some basketball. So, see y'all next year.
All right, guys. Fight on.
Go Syracuse.